Tonight, we're going to start our program very shortly with Mike and Jim Gray. Again, thank you. Enjoy it. Courtesy of our sponsor, El Tequileño. Please help yourself to the bar. Thank you again. Sorry, exited too quickly. Probably the most important thing. Everybody on your table, you see a centerpiece. There's a going, so let's not be shy about it. Amateur box support, amateur boxers need your support. This event needs your support. So if you're so inclined, if you like what you see here, then please scan the QR code. We'd appreciate your donations. These all go to defraying the costs of these boxers. By the way, the boxers who are coming here, they're provided with food, they're provided with their own workout room. They're being treated to an experience unlike any other amateur tournament that exists nowadays. So please be generous. The QR code right there on your table. Thank you.
I'm such that fly for you. Mind you that 3 4 times again, I testify for you. I swear that laugh, like you with all I'm not, as long as you joking now, it's me. I got it, my baby. I joke, you joking by me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. The truth, I look better, I think you really can't lose. When I'm with you, how can us lose and miss the moment? You just so important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose. What's wrong with you? I can just lose and miss the moment. You just so important. Nobody like you do. You do. In the drop top right with you, I feel like Scarface. The way I'll be your main one. Take the argument back up to my place. Such now you on your day one. We had it was magic, yeah. Magic gravity, yeah. Now we have it, the home when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. The room when you're not here. I'm saying, I'm killing you. I'm with you. When I lose, you miss the moment. You just so important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose. When I'm with you, you can just lose. You miss the moment. You just so important. Nobody like you do. You do. When I lose and miss the moment, you just so important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose. When I'm with you, when I lose and miss the moment, you just do what nobody like you do. You do.
Lady, hear me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right. As we dance by the moonlight, can't you see you're my delight? Lady, I just feel like I will get you out of my mind. I feel love for the first time, and I know that it's true. I can tell by the look in your eyes. Lady, hear me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right. As we dance by the moonlight, can't you see you're my delight? Lady, I just feel like I will get you out of my mind. I feel love for the first time, and I know that it's true. I can tell by the look in your eyes.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You could turn me on with just a touch. Baby, city's and empty. No one around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. On my side, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep till I feel your touch. I said, I'm drowning in the night. I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road and overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's about to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep till I feel your touch. I'm saying, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, but you're the one I love. I'm about to let you know. I never say no the phone. Will never let you go. This time, I said, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep till I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch.
I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my dress. In the torn up town, no postcode envy, but every song's like protein break. Dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, cash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like. So many black diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, spiders on a cold breeze. We don't care.
You know, you just don't come right out and get it right. Uh-oh. Is that better?
Sound room. You know they do this.
Are we there?
The
Are we
monks,
there yet?
they don't look like monks, but they're monks. I go. I say monks. The monks go.
Hello? There we go. Right. Right, but
Jim Gray, I love you.
I love Mike.
How
So,
you
Mike,
doing, brother?
you have it in your hand.
Somebody that I'm not.
You're still trying to hit people?
Yeah,
About yourself.
that happens occasionally too. Happens occasionally
Are
too.
you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I think. Yeah,
Uh,
we'll figure it out.
We're going to get to the amateurs and everything, but you're in the news. Are you still fighting? Are you going to fight again? What's
I ain't
going on?
listening.
You announced a fight.
I've done a lot of things in my life, but right now I'm talking about the kids and the tournament, and talk about these guys. They're the
Answer the
reason we're
question, then we'll move on.
here.
Maybe?
I
Okay.
don't know. We find out. I want to fight somebody.
Not me. He never hit me. So, Mike, you were an amateur late 70s, 79.
No.
70, 80,
My
80
first
was your
amateur.
first amateur. Okay, and you
Yeah.
went 48 and 6?
No, I was what? 50. Me?
50 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so take us back to that point when you first started boxing. What attracted you to the sport, and why did you do it?
All right. I was in a detention center in the Bronx, New York. It's called Spofford. And we went to the, I can't hear it.
An airplane, McCarran Airport, Harry Reid, would fly right over the property.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah.
Take us back to that time.
So I'm in this detention center, right? Because I'm a criminal at the time. Young kid, I'm robbing everything I get my hands on. And so they get sent to this detention center. I've been there many of times, but this particular time I'm here, I go to the gym and Muhammad Ali comes in. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, I never thought about fighting. I always thought about stealing my whole life. I said, wow, I want to be like this. And everybody applauded him and went crazy. Whoa. Then a couple of months later, I go upstate New York and I meet this guy named Customado, because this gentleman, Bobby Stewart, that was one of the guards in the detention center, was training. And he took me up to Customado to train. And this old man convinced me that I could be the youngest heavyweight champ in the world. I was only 13. I don't know how this old white man, Italian guy too, I don't know how he convinced me that I'm going to become the heavyweight champ of the world. I'm 13 years old. But some way he convinced me. So I believed, I kept telling myself I'm the greatest, I'm the best fighter the world ever created. And I'm 13 years old, I'm telling myself, like a million times a day, I'm telling myself this stuff. And so I meet this guy, Customado. He tells me he's going to make me the next heavyweight champion, the youngest heavyweight champion in the world, because I was 13 when I met him. I weighed 200 pounds when I was 13. Solid muscles. I've been in institutions all my life. In there. So by the time I'm 13, 200 pounds, solid muscle, right? And so he started training me. And I fought in amateur, the best time of my life. Better than being champion of the world than being in the amateur. Because it meant so much to all the guys. We think, that's the outstanding fighters, I'm going to be in best shape, I'm being. And then let's see a concert on television, just a concert. I don't know if people still have this money. Like, say TV concert on time, and it says it's going to be a Madison Square Garden. My time, when like 1983, 85, the only thing we said, oh, I'm going to be ripped, I'm going to be in shape. That's all. Get in shape. That's all. I'm going to fight in shape. When the standing fighter, that's all that was on our mind. That's all that we lived for. And then one day we'll be champions of the world. And we don't have that anymore. because yeah, we're getting close to the Olympics. So that means that we're not advertising material. They don't want to see us anymore. And I don't want that to happen. I don't think that's right. I think kids should be able to see the experience I felt when I was an amateur. Listen, I come from a household, and most of the kids that came up that was one of these trips all over the world was in the same predicament. I would open my refrigerator and there'd be nothing but an apple in there, or somebody it might be a soda in there. And this gave us a chance to go all over the world, learn different languages, meet different people, become better. That's really why I think the amateurs are so important because we had a chance to go all over the world. Once Roberto Duran, my idol, the reason why I started fighting, he heard that I was doing this. He said, "I have a team. Can I have my team watch your team?" I said, "I haven't developed a team yet, but once I do, the team, once they develop and experience enough, we're going to versus the world. The USA versus the world. Mike Tyson invitation or MTI versus the world. And that's what I want for the kids to go through the world, experience the world, become better people than they would normally be if they stayed here for the rest of their life and never visit the world." Wow, doing good, huh?
Round up tonight.
No, but really, that's why I'm the person I am here, because I was always competitive. And being in the amateurs make you very competitive. Being the same guy winning an outstanding trophy for 3 years or 4 years in a row makes you very competitive, okay? Makes you jealous, and you should be. Jealousy, and this is what I found out reading about history. Jealousy is only negative in this country. Jealousy in other countries is inspiration. Wow, he got that. I'm going to get that. I like going to get that. I hope he don't get it. You want somebody to get something, to give them inspiration to do something. So that's jealousy too, but it's used for a different reason. It's used to inspire people in different parts of the world, not to look down on them and hope they crash. So jealousy is good to me.
I'm going to tell you something you don't know about Mike Tyson.
Oh, Jim, please, we're talking about kids. We ain't talking about doing.
No, because this is helpful for kids. No, this is educational.
Oh, God.
Mike Tyson's read 1,500 books, at least.
I still can't read.
He's read 1,500 books. Think about how many you've read in your life, and then count that up.
But listen, most of these guys were in prison to read 1,500 books. If they was in prison, they would read 1,500 books. I'm not doing anything special. If you were in prison, you would read 1,500 books because you have 1,500 hours to do it.
How many did you read before you went to jail the first time?
None, not many. I've met a few, but not many. Only ones that interest me, like the great crooks, like Arnold Rothstein and those guys. But other than that, and fight. But other than that, it was nothing but fighting.
But it taught you discipline.
Yes. Even if you want to be the best crook, you have to have discipline.
Say it again?
Even if you wanted to be the best criminal in the world, you have to have discipline. Yeah. I found that out too. Hey, we talking about the kids, man. It's about kids today, man. It's about kids today. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I found out I was a narcissist today. You know how I found out? Because I found out they said Adidas was starting another boxing program, and I thought everybody was against me. That's how my mind works. I'm competitive. Oh, wow, he's starting a team because everybody's going to be against me, trying to crush me and hurt me. No, please, we all work together. We give the kids the most fight. We can work as a team to make this a better unit. That's how, and that's when I found out today that I was a narcissist, because I only thought about my image at first. And then I said, whoa, if he gets more kids, my kids can fight against his kids, and his kids, and his kids. No, please, kids all come. Be envious, be jealous. Please, build teams, yes. That's what jealousy does.
Do you think kids still want to fight? And how are you going to attract them?
Excuse me?
Do you think kids still want to fight?
I think kids want to fight, but they need inspiration to fight. Why should I fight? Give me a reason to fight. I want to do something.
How are you going to attract them to the sport when they've got football, basketball, and all these other sports that get exposed
I don't know
so much?
I know, but listen, amateur fighting don't have me. That's the big difference. They don't have me. They have me now. And now we're going to see how far we can take them now.
It's also an issue of getting them the exposure so that they know about it, and we don't see it.
Well, they need the exposure. No, they need the exposure for the people to tell them how beautiful they are, for they could keep being inspired to do it. They have nobody looking at them to see how beautiful they are, to tell them how beautiful they are. They think somebody that saw them fight, hey, I saw you fight, you got good speed. Maybe you need to do a little bit of this. Maybe, and people start questioning them. And now they feel like somebody. Somebody knows who I am. Somebody's seen me perform.
All right, so let's go back.
That's how I felt. I don't know if that's how I felt in the guys, Pernell Whitaker, Holyfield. That's how we felt. We were nothing, and people noticed us from fighting, so we wanted to be better at it.
And you were a juvenile delinquent.
Yes, a criminal. I like the word criminal.
What made you trust somebody you didn't know who was a white person?
Well, by that time, I've been in and out of institutions, and I've become very familiar with white people, and I found that they weren't who I thought they were.
What did you think they were?
That they're the enemy. Because every time I seen them, they were lawyers, they were police. That's all I saw from white people. So they were the enemy.
And what did you find out they were?
They were human beings that's trying to get ahead like everyone else, that want something in life. That's what it is. I never, once I met Cuss, I was never inferior to anything anymore. Once I met this guy, this old Italian guy, he must have been crazy, but he is my mentor, he was my master, I respect him, I kill for him, I die for him. He made me believe everything, as far as my eye could see, was inferior to me. Can you imagine that? Some old Italian guy saying that to this poor ass black motherfucker. Everything that your eyes can see is fucking inferior to you. Can you believe a guy can make me believe that too? And that's why I've been to all these prisons and psych wards and stuff, to this guy. Oh, God. I'm sweating like
when did you recognize that you had an ability?
14 years old. I was the heavyweight champion at 14 before I could prepare myself when I became the heavyweight champion, for real. So I was the heavyweight champion.
Recognition? You just looked in the mirror? I mean, how did
I look in the mirror every day.
What gave you that internal equilibrium to know?
Because he told me to look in that mirror and fall in love with that image. This old Italian guy told me that.
Or did you hate yourself before then, or dislike yourself?
I must have. He must have seen that in me, so he told me to fall in love with that image. And that may have got me in a lot of trouble too, but I still feel that way about that image. I might lose my life, my family, I might lose my money, but I still love that image. It might be a disgusting. He might act up, he might do, but I love that image.
What do you see when you look at that image now?
Excuse me?
Do you see accomplishment, achievement, excellence? What do you see when you look at that image now?
That I'm grateful. I want to do more. I'm not ungrateful. I just want to do more out of life. I deserve more out of life. You know, I owe it to my children. I owe it to people I love to get more out of life than where I'm at now. So I'm very grateful, but I want more. Thank you, Billy. Hey, Billy White. This is Billy White. This is one of my trainers, one of my best friends. And listen, he used to be a writer. No, listen, Billy, he used to be one of the sports writers in Catskill, New York, right? And he would write my articles for me, right, when I came from the Junior Olympics and stuff. And I'd be there with him. I'm smoking the joint. I said, right, I did this. Right, I did this. And he would write all the things in the... I love you, brother.
I met him over at Mulberry. You know Richie Palmer?
I know Richie very well. He's a family member.
That's where your statue is, in front of Richie's over here in Las Vegas.
He's crazy about that, but he's my family. I love Richie. I love Richie so much.
It's a statue of Mike at another hotel, and that's Richie Palmer's Mulberry. So what do you envision now for amateur boxing?
I envision this. Amateur boxing was looking forward to go to the next tournament, like I was. Ooh, we was at the Ohio State Fair, now we got the National Golden Gloves next month. Now the 26th, we can go up to the what's they call those games again? The spirits games, you know, like it's this thing that, it's like the Olympics, but you're fighting against the Russians, and I forgot the name they call that. But we get tournament after tournament, that's how we become better.
And you got to revive the Golden Gloves?
100%, 100%. We have to do something. You know why? This is the only reason why UFC is being very successful, because they turn their organization into entertainment. Like you go to UFC, you see fight somebody get knocked out. In the intermission, there's a party. Have you ever noticed that? When the intermission in UFC is going on, it's a party. People rocking, there's music, everything's going on. And boxing, soon as somebody loses a fight, the fight's over, it's funeral music. You know, it's funeral music.
UFC has a plan. UFC has a strategy. boxing has a fight occasionally. They have a
Boxing-
strategy.
yeah,
They
boxing
they
is
have a
different.
long-term strategy that they follow, and they plan it out, and then they fulfill it. Boxing is chaos.
You know why? Because they really don't know who's making the money. Who we gonna figure out? Is Rolly making the money? Is the goddamn Teofilo making the money? Who? Is Shakira? Who's making money? They still don't got that figured out yet. Who the star is? Can you believe that? UFC knows who the star is.
UFC is the star.
Yes, yes.
The brand is the star.
UFC, yes, that's the star.
That's right. But that's
But they know who's gonna make that brand bigger too. You know. They got. That's what I'm talking about. These guys, some of these guys are not valuable, and the guys that are valuable don't know their value. Because they knew their value, they've been fighting constantly. They don't know their value. Somebody must be getting their money before they are. That's the only reason a fighter doesn't want to fight, because somebody's receiving my money before I get it.
so. What can you do to inspire these kids and to give them confidence that they want to continue in this sport? Because a lot of the parents have learned. That if my kid's going to get hit, I'm going to put a helmet on him.
Well, listen, we could do that too. It'll be
I mean,
headgear.
if they're going to play football or they're going to play basketball, you know that they're not going to get into this violence. So I mean, I'm wondering what it is
Well,
that
listen.
you can
Well,
do
listen.
to attract them and inspire them and
Well,
give them
listen.
the confidence
Well,
to
listen.
do this sport.
I don't want to get technical, and I want this to be for children. The children can look forward to this and have fun. But if you look on the damage sheet, you will see boxing is not high on getting hurt and damaged. You know, even though you see some of these, you'd be surprised. Amateur boxing, no one's getting hurt.
They don't.
No, they're not getting hurt like these other
Did you
guys.
get hurt in amateur boxing?
Never. What happened? I got a.
Well, is that because you were great, or is that because people don't get hurt?
Listen, anybody could get hurt doing anything. You could get hurt playing jacks. You know, anybody could get hurt.
Morrow help. At about this point, I'd say back to you, Morrow. So
Get a splinter or something. Scrape your hand on the ground, picking up the marbles or something.
So, Mike, you said you wanted to do this in part because you felt that boxing is on the downturn and dying.
You know, that's what I thought I wanted to do it for. That's really what I thought. But I want to do it because I want these kids to know how much a good time they're going to have being amateur boxers and traveling all over the place. You know, and still be good fighters if they're pros. But they're going to have the experience of travel. Listen, before I was 18 years old, I was a world traveler already. I knew different languages. I knew how to communicate with people. And if I didn't know the language, I knew enough to communicate with people all over the world. This is something you learn when you're a kid traveling as an amateur. You meet people, you have girlfriends that you meet in these countries, things happen. You think, I don't know, you become a more worldly person. By the time you're 18, you speak different languages, you had girlfriends from this country, you dated this country, you might think about moving here one day. That's the experience you get as a kid. Wait, I don't have to live in America. I can live here most of the time of my life. You have that choice because you have the experience to choose from that.
You go all over the world, and I don't know that I've ever asked this question, tens of thousands of interviews. What's it like to be you? You show up in Congo, they're following you. You go to Libya, and you know they won't leave you alone. You go to China, all of these recently. And we're doing a documentary on Mike that you're going to be able to tune into this summer on Netflix. It's Mike Tyson's life story, 5 parts. Now, everybody else has told Mike's story, but in this instance, Mike is finally telling his own story in his words, as opposed to somebody else's interpretation. And he's got a lot to say.
I'm scared too. I'm scared. It's very scary.
Why?
Because I can't believe I said some of the shit I said. It's scary.
You said what?
Just scary, you know, it's exposing yourself.
Well, are you still vulnerable after everything?
Well, you can't get the message across if you're not. You know, if I'm doing this, you're my friend, right?
Yes.
I consider you my friend, and you're invested in this interview thing, and I don't give you everything I got, but you consider me your friend. No, really, let's think about it. But if you into this, you're involved in this. Personally and financially, you're involved and you're my friend. And I don't give it to you real, that shows you're another motherfucker. That doesn't show you're a friend. So that's why it's nervous. That's why, but I want to do it.
It's going to be great. It's already on tape. It's just being edited now.
You know what I read? I read this. This is funny. This is what helped me want to do it. Genghis Khan. You ever hear of him?
Yeah,
Anybody
sure.
ever heard of Genghis Khan? He's the biggest pussy in the world when he first started. The biggest pussy. He became the world's greatest conqueror ever. Nobody can ever surpass him with nothing. What? 30% of Europe has his sperm.
Get the towel.
Yeah, but where's it at? But when he first started, he was a punk, a wimp, and he had to get a mentor. And he became such a great guy because he was a good man. He wasn't a savage, but he became the greatest conqueror ever. And he was a little wimp. Somebody took his wife, raped his wife, he killed his family, and he became the greatest conqueror. And listen, he wasn't no religion. He had Christians, he had Jews, he had Muslims. They all was his influence, his secret service guys. He didn't believe. He believed in the man's quality, not about his religion and nothing. He didn't even believe in religion, but he had all these guys that had different religions run his organization. He was a great ruler, and I admire him. But to me, Alexander's my guy, but Genghis Khan was the greatest ever. When they come put him on record, he's the baddest thing that come down the pike.
And who is now?
Huh?
Who is now? Who's comparable?
I don't like to say these things, but he's the greatest, yeah. There's no one
You
that
don't
can,
know? Is there anything like that such anymore?
in my fantasy, my dreams.
So back to the question, what's it like walking around having, the persona that you have, and you've had everything that can happen in a person's life. You've been bitten by a tiger. You've had the highest of highs.
My
You've gone
tiger
through-
did not bite me. My lion bit me.
Whatever it was. Okay, you're lying, but whatever it was, I was there that night when that thing ripped your trousers off.
Yeah. They
Tell
get
them what
jealous-
happened.
They get jealous when other people come around, so they're trying to act mean and tough to scare them. Right?
And tell them what happened.
Huh?
Mike
Oh,
wanted
let's
me.
not talk about this no more. Oh, God. The kids, that tournament.
No, I'm gonna tell them. I got to tell them. This is a good one.
God. We
Mike
want to
says,
hear about the tournament and the kids.
all
Come
right.
on.
Well, there's inspiration in this. You beat the tiger. This tiger, Mike says, come do an interview. So we get over to this house, and Mike's outside with this tiger lion. I don't know what it is, but it's big. And they're playing, and Mike's kind of playing with this tiger, and you don't play with tigers. Just like, there's certain things you don't play with. Anyway, this thing grabbed at his side of his pants, the bottom part of his pants, and Mike got away. And then he grabbed him on his ass, and it ripped the whole pants off.
She gets carried away sometimes, okay?
The tiger
She
got
didn't
carried.
mean it.
So now Mike's running around naked trying to get his pants back from this tiger who won't give this pants back. The tiger won. And there's a camera here and so on and so forth. Mike says, come on outside, let's do the interview. I said, Mike, first of all, I don't interview people who are naked. And second of all, I don't interview people who are with tigers. So come on inside.
I'm so happy he's not up here telling my personal life to you guys.
Be that as it may, as you've had everything happen. You've gone through hundreds of millions of dollars. You've rebounded. You've been a movie star. You've been everything that can possibly happen. And now everyone worldwide, they don't give you the Heisman. They put their arm around you. They embrace you. How do you receive all of them, knowing that those moments that they have with you are very special to them?
Wow.
Just like everyone you took a picture with here tonight. They're going to keep that picture. They're going to show that picture. It's going to be on their phone, or it's going to be on their wall.
I'm just grateful. That's all I can say. I wish man. Yes, passenger, that's true too, but Allah is my witness. I don't understand life. I think I do, but I don't understand even why I exist. I'm just going along with the program.
And
Who here does really know why they exist? Am I here to exist to take care of people, live my life like that? Am I here to be in prison all my life? What are we truly here for?
You're here because
Tell me.
every single one of these kids hopes to be you.
Really?
And that's why you're here, because you're inspiring them. Your hope, their hopes, their dreams, they see through you, through your accomplishment, through every trial and tribulation in life. And you survived it. You're 59 years old. How many times have you told me, you didn't think you'd be alive at this point. And you've said that every year for 40 years to me.
Yeah, but now I think I'm gonna live forever. God, you know, everybody's still, well, maybe I'll live everybody I know because they're dying at young ages. And you would think all my friends from my old neighborhood be dying from gunshot wounds, prison sentence, they're dying from cancer, not taking care of themselves. And I'm thinking, God damn, I'm just very grateful from Custom Model, even though he was always, he was a tough man. He taught me a trade, he taught me to keep in shape, how to stay in shape, how to be vain. And you know, I'm very healthy. You know, I owe everything to him. I know people said, no, he wasn't in the ring, but he was in the ring. I owe everything I got, everything I am, my children, my wife, I owe them all to Custom Model.
What's important to you?
Huh?
What's important to you?
My kids. You know, I don't want them to do what I did. I don't want them to hurt people like I hurt people. I don't want them to be hurt like I've been hurt. I don't want them to hang out with people like me. I keep them away from people like me. Yeah.
You talking about the former you or the current you?
You know, it's all the same thing. They stay away from people like me, okay?
All right. This weekend, you hope to put Mike Tyson Invitational on the map, and you hope to train these kids and show these kids.
Well, I'm not going to train. Just don't. I'm not training. I'm here to oversee everything.
You
Make sure
understand.
they have a place to train.
I don't mean train in the sense of cuss.
They have their training. They have everything they need. They just need the activity. I'm giving them the activity. That's all.
And you're going to take this on the road. You're going to take this elsewhere.
My objective is to do that. I've been offered before the team ever been developed by Mr. Roberto Duran, the greatest lightweight of all time, I believe. Maybe welterweight too, but anyway. I'm just very grateful that I have the opportunity, that I'm Mike Tyson, and I have the opportunity to reach people all over the world and participate with something.
So I've been lucky. I've got to do this probably 350 to 400 times with you. And it's been a blessing in my life. Mike Tyson is one of my best friends. And when I wrote my book, he gave one of the quotes. He said that I became his most trusted friend, and that was the greatest honor that I've had. And thank God for his coattails. He's taken me all over the world. Standing next to him has been a true, true joy. And this is the most honest athlete and human being that I have met in professional sports in my 50-year career.
Ask my wife that. Ask my wife.
Let me tell you why. Because he takes his own medicine. And he doesn't hide behind anybody. He takes accountability and responsibility, and he's done some despicable things. He's done some things that he's not proud of. He's done some things that have been damaging. But guess what? He's always stood up and said, that was my fault, I did that. And guess what? He tries to be better tomorrow than he was yesterday. I love you. Thank you for doing this. And let's do it again.
All day, man. Thank you, guys.
Everybody, please, this is a rare opportunity. Mike does not speak to crowds this small very often. This is a rare treat. So once again, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Stephen.
Listen, you told him how to dress like this. He didn't dress like this when I met him. He didn't, you know you didn't do this. We were looking at this guy. He was strange looking before he got with you.
We got to thank Stephen. Stephen was a great executive at Showtime for all of our boxing shows.
No, he looked like that.
Well, Janina cleaned him up. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for everything.
And for the record, I was Mike's attorney for about 10 years. The very first thing I did for Mike was a release because the tiger scratched somebody at a party. So the tiger did not bite anybody, but it did scratch multiple people. No, it was the tiger. The tiger does scratch, but not bite. So again, thank you very much.
Hey, wait a minute.
Did you get me when I had to get the lady at $250,000?
Yes, that one too.
The tiger cost me a lot of money.
The tiger cost him a lot of money. Again, thank you very much to the Sahara for hosting us. Thank you all
everybody.
for being
Thank
here.
you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
But you keep preaching. You had me from the start, won't let this end. First you wanna go to the